What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fun with Dumb. Man, it's a beautiful day. A lot of vibrant energy, and of course, we got our regular co-hosts that aren't regular at all. You're not a regular man, Rick.
Say my name.
Hey, Rick, you are not you're not regular Rick. Should we call you regular Rick?
Regular Rick?
No.
Double R, dude?
We're trying to give you a nickname.
Yeah.
Alex the intern, Steffi, I don't know, she doesn't really have a... She has multisyllabics. That's the segment. Rick doesn't have a nickname. We'll figure it out. But of course, we got Steffie Baik as well.
Oh, hi! I'm so excited to have our special guest.
Why don't you introduce the guests? Why don't you introduce?
Okay, this is Atsuko Comedy, and she's a freaking amazing comedian that hangs out with her grandma and her husband, and they make amazing content where they shake their ass a lot, and I feel like it makes me so happy every time I see it.
Comedy is a Japanese last name, I believe. Atsuko Comedy.
Atsuko Comedy spelled C-O-M-E-D-Y.
Special guest Atsuko. What's up?
Yay! Thank you so much. Thanks for having me here on our month. What a blessing.
Oh yeah.
This is a family gathering that we've been trying to make happen for a while.
Yeah, I've been trying to get you in here for over a month.
Because Dumb's booking strategy is very interesting.
How does he do it?
It's always the night before.
Yeah,
you know.
I know.
Like a bitch ain't got places to go.
Kind of sounds like you're like second tier, right? Like
nah.
first choice didn't come through.
And I'm always, I see somebody dropped out.
And I always ask like, "You're not available tomorrow, are you?"
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, you're lucky I'm awake at 11 p.m."
You're like, "I'm in Dallas right now, fam." No. But thank you for coming on the show.
No, of course. Yeah.
I booked Atsuko for many comedy shows. I'm a fan of her social media presence. She's killing it, and she is now a creator of a viral TikTok sensation. And I always wondered this, actually, when you create such a massive challenge.
I'll try to answer to the best of my abilities.
And you created this challenge, right?
I did, accidentally, with my grandma.
Okay.
In Little Tokyo.
Why don't you explain what this challenge is that's going viral? And people have probably seen it, but...
Yeah, it's so... I was like, I think I should put a name to it so I can see what other people's versions are like. So it's the drop challenge, and it's to Beyonce's Partition, you know, where she's like, give me some, and it goes, boom. You know, the beat drops, and it keeps...
She started the challenge.
My grandma, you know, people...
The one where they just crouch and go down a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
The ass drop?
She started it.
To like an Asian squat or whatever it is to you. You know what I'm saying? Where you're doing mundane things. Yeah. And then, you know, I think it's so interesting to see how long like a challenge goes for. Because for me, I'm like, oh, that was so yesterday, you know? But people are still doing it. I think because it hits different countries in different ways.
Well, it's also because it's a very easy challenge.
It is.
It's like this usual
tried it? It's not that easy.
I'm saying most TikTok challenges have 12
like dances,
steps and, you know, like...
No thanks.
This one...
Standing to kimchi
It also
squats
allows
hard.
you to like express your sexuality a bit, you know? It's a little sexy.
It's a sexy
like,
challenge.
Everybody kind of wants to be
It's
part
ambiguous.
of it.
It's sexy, but you can be goofy too.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some people do it like they broke their back while doing it. You know, like, oh, I'm too old for this. Like, you can do it however you want. Some people get up to it instead of coming down.
It's the bass is just like perfect for that downward motion. You know, in the song, in the part of the song.
Someone did the stock market crashing
Oh, shit,
to
the
that
crypto?
song. Yeah, boom. It was so amazing.
Have you seen one? I know there's a lot of amazing ones, a lot of like huge like celebrities and people just do it. Like, is there one you've seen that's like you're just like offended? You're just like, this is not okay.
I don't think so.
No,
I'm kind of happy when
Offended?
I'm kind of.
So is this a racist doing the drop challenge?
Rep it right, bro. Rep it right. No, that's
I've
crazy.
been concerned. There was this man who was on a boat, like a rowboat. That I think he's a fisherman, and he did it in the middle of the water on the boat, and then he fell over. So like I was concerned.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm never offended though. I'm like,
I thought he poked like a hole in the boat and like sank it. Like, boom.
no, see that would be cool,
That would
but
be
that's you gotta be rich for that, right?
Where's the part two?
Yeah, exactly.
So when first of all, let me clarify.
I send him money and he gets a new boat.
Is a comedian, is amazing stand-up comedian. Just in case I didn't clarify that, because people are like, "What does Atsuko do?" I'm like, "She's a stand-up comedian."
Earlier, someone said, "Oh, gave props to Arsenio because I worked with him last week.
Yeah, and she,
he was back.
She makes appearances everywhere, late night TV shows, and most recently, Netflix is a joke comedy festival, which was like crazy because everywhere in Los Angeles there was some kind of stand-up show. It was a weird type of festival.
Too many shows, man.
I liked it.
It was like so many.
It took over the whole.
Yeah.
LA.
It's like you want to see someone, but there's so many going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was kind of impossible for like other comedy shows outside of the festival to happen in the 2 weeks.
Yeah,
because it just took over LA. You
Exactly.
know?
I've loved your content even before I met you. Seeing all the stuff you do with your grandma, and like, does your grandma like making content with you?
She does. Yeah, she has an Instagram now too. It's
Does she?
It's private. It's mostly so she can see what me and my husband are up to.
Yeah.
But she's on Twitter. You know, she's on Twitter. She has. Or she opened a Twitter because I was like, Grandma, the people want to know, how do they touch it? How do they keep in touch with you?
Yeah.
And she was like, me, I'm just a silly caretaker or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, she's been a caretaker all her life.
True.
And finally, she's at a point where she feels like I can let loose. Finally, she still takes care of my mom because my mom has schizophrenia, and she raised me. And now she's finally like, yeah, I'm 86. I like the dances you do. I want to join. You know, and
It's fucking amazing.
So was she not like that before you started making, or did you guys have that type of relationship where you guys were like, you know,
silly with each other?
and stuff?
Not as much because she always felt like she had to be serious. You know, she's like, everyone's lives depend on me. And then when I started sort of being able to be more independent, she was like, okay, maybe you got this. I'm like, maybe. I mean, I'm not the best person to take over for the matriarch.
Yeah.
But
but with that challenge, man.
Yeah, the challenge. You know, the challenge doesn't pay.
Really? They need to pay you.
So did I mishear? You were inspired by your grandma in Little Tokyo for that challenge?
So we were together, yeah.
Okay.
And while she was just we were shopping around, I would just like get like a piece of lettuce or something at the grocery store and just drop.
Yeah.
Or I would catch up to her and then just drop. And she's like, what are you doing? I was like, there's a song by Beyonce that's playing in my head. I was like, just keep doing whatever you do.
Yeah.
You know, so she would like be sitting watching the birds and I would just come in the frame and drop.
That's
you know? And then when I edited to the music, I was like, oh yeah, I think it goes. There's
something there.
Yeah.
You felt it.
Yeah.
And people like repetitiveness on TikTok
Yeah.
and stuff. Whatever is easy to do and easy to repeat.
Yeah.
Anyone from all walks of life can do it. There was a guy with one leg who did it, you know? And like without a crutch. Just like with just one leg.
Oh shit.
And so, you know, anyone can do it. But anyway, yeah, my grandma is now on Twitter too, and she opened the account just like, okay, people want to talk to me. I was like, yeah, you know, you have some fans through me. And
is she shit talking on Twitter?
It's very just like, hello everyone, I love you, like that. And boom, 17,000 followers.
Damn.
Wow.
What?
She has 17.
Wow.
She goes
That's amazing.
by Atsuko's grandma.
I would really like her to teach Rick how to use social media if
dude.
possible, because this
I got
man
7 followers
has been on the
Twitter.
internet
That's not true.
since
Oh.
YouTube started, and yet we're struggling to get his numbers up.
Come
Can we
on,
hire her
dude.
as a social media manager?
I have to work on social
I mean,
first, to be honest.
she'd be down. I mean, the thing is, it's everyone's different process, though.
I'm
right?
willing to learn.
Maybe you're more of a live person.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you can't like force a person.
I'm just
to-
not witty enough for that, like, that line in Twitter, you know? Like, in those many characters, I don't know what to say. To be
You're
honest
good
with
at
you.
Twitch. That's why you're great at Twitch. It's like a
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, you're
Yeah,
in
you're
the
live.
moment.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
live.
yeah.
Likes interacting with people and
Yeah,
stuff.
my caption game is not that.
The thing about
It's not that
Twitch
fun.
I don't like is like I don't like how much you're under the control of the people in the chat.
Oh,
They're like,
yeah.
here's $1, do this.
Yeah.
And
Oh
you're
my
like,
gosh.
okay, I'm your puppet.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
like
no.
I can't do that shit.
Oh,
like
no,
it drives
no.
me
Show,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, thank you for the subscription. Now let me dance and sing for you. You know, like I can't.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit. It's kind
That's
of like
why
i
I'm not on Twitch. I see it. Okay, so that's how it works.
It's a system.
Yeah.
It's like it is really.
Constantly engaging with the chat, the comments.
It is, and it's like you are catering to, I guess, what the fans request from you,
Right.
And you sometimes there's even price like a menu of like what they want you to do for $1.
Oh,
Bro,
This
yeah.
$2 out to work.
tiers.
It's like
Yeah.
Cameo, but now there's levels.
It's live Cameo.
Right.
It's live Cameo.
Right.
That's how
That's
I feel.
crazy.
Right. Yeah. No. That's why we don't do Cameo either. You know, people have requested.
Yeah.
And then we were like, maybe my grandma could do it, but then I was like, I don't want my grandma having to be like, happy birthday. What if it's like, I don't, Rick Caruso? I don't know, just somebody she doesn't want to endorse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
For
your
$25.
Your grandma raised you your whole life?
She raised me, yeah. My mom was always there, but my grandma was able to emotionally, mentally be there, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Grandma's good.
Grandma. That's why a lot of
Grandma's
Asian
amazing.
folk have stories about their grandmas. Like those the ones that make it in mainstream media. A lot of grandmas.
But
you know?
what is it like? Why does it skip like kind of a generation? I noticed a lot of Asian kids grow up with the grandmas.
Yeah.
There's like not just Asian kids, a lot of families, but for some reason there's a disconnect between the parent and it goes straight to like grandma.
If your immigrant parents were blessed and had the privilege to have a grandma around, because they're working all the time. Do you know what I mean?
That's what it is. Huh?
Yeah. So if my grandma wasn't around, we'd be just running around, you know, doing whatever we want.
I didn't have a grandma. That's
That's
why I
what
was
I'm
running
saying.
around.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
my mom wasn't around too, so I was just like running around.
Exactly.
Right,
So
right.
they became our babysitter, you know. They became our disciplinary figure. Like that's how it is. They're just like, oh my, like take care of the kids.
They
That's how
also
it is.
live longer, you know, just because of their diets. And so it's just this thing where a lot of, I think, Asian folks do tend to know their grandparents. And I always say this, like, because, you know, I always say to people, like, if you spend your time spend all your life trying to, you know, get the approval of your parents, you got to stop doing that because they're still busy trying to get the approval of their parents.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why we love our grandparents, because our grandparents aren't disappointed in us. No, they're disappointed in your
That's
parents.
so true.
too.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
I've
That's why.
never thought about our parents trying to get approval from their
Yo,
parents.
Still, and that's why they're too busy still trying to do that. That's why they give maybe you a hard time, because they're just like, I'm disappointed in myself, you know. And your grandparents love you because they're like, yeah, you didn't do anything to piss me off. No, I'm still mad at your mom.
Yeah.
You know, they're
what I
too
mean?
tired as grandparents to try to like fix whatever problems they're trying to do on their daughters or whatever on the grandchildren. So they're like, all right,
Yeah.
you can have that cake.
100%.
Yeah, I think so too. And you know, yeah, but yeah, dumb. Yeah, that's why we're not a monolith. Every story is different.
Yeah.
So it was just you and your dad.
Yeah, well, it was my mom and dad, but they were both
Oh,
just busy
mom and dad.
working, and I was lucky enough to have found hobbies
Yeah.
that kept me occupied because I could have. You know,
My man ran amok.
I ran amok. I had a muck stage.
Yeah, you had a muck stage.
I was running around the
You were doing
city.
mukbangs before.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. You can get into some shit, or you can, you know,
Yeah.
find music or comedy or whatnot to keep you
100%.
occupied. You know, I mean, when did you get into stand up?
I got into it like 11 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. You always find stuff like that, you know, you're calling, sometimes, not always, but for me it was like a low point. You know, I dropped out of undergrad, I went through my first breakup, and I was like, well, I have nothing to lose. What have I always been wanting to try, but I was scared to?
You've always wanted to try stand up?
Yeah, I always loved making people laugh, and you know, since I saw it, I didn't know it could be like a career until I watched, you know.
Stand up is very
A
it's
DVD.
very discouraging because even if, like, you know, I was like the funny guy in my group too, but every time I was like trying to do stand up, like even like other stand up friends that I have, it's like it's not the same shit being the funny guy. Like they never are encouraging, you know what I mean? They're just like, nah, it's
They're like,
different.
oh, you
bro."
think you could just come
Yeah.
into our world, bro?
Yeah. So it was always that, and it kind of makes you. It made me hold off on stand up for a long time because of that.
Your comedian friends?
I had like actual stand up friends.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember the first time I did stand up, my boy Kevin Shea went on like after me, and he was like, "Dumb, what are you doing?" Like he's on the mic. It's like,
God.
what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, I remember
You
that.
rap, you act, you're gonna just throw in this shit. You can take our shit and add it to your thing. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
Give it up for
Battle
Dumbfoundead.
rapping- Isn't battle rapping kind of? It is comedy. Like you guys are just like shitting on each other.
yeah,
in a
it's
way. So
like a lot of roasting.
Roasting,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
it
roasting.
seems like it would transfer over pretty easily
But-
into comedy, but just without the melody.
Roasting's fun. I mean, roasting is good too, but that's just one element of stand up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's
definitely.
like
The
some
snap,
crowd
yeah,
work
the
or
snap
whatever. But
factor.
Yeah, it's hard because there's nothing else you're playing off of. There's no beats. There's a different persona maybe when you're rapping, you know. When you're doing stand-up, even the silences, there's a character you're playing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know, so the perspective and that you're speaking from, whether the silence is supposed to be funny or not funny, or the tension for it to be funny, it's just a different vibe, a different muscle, for real. Like, when you're roasting, you have someone to play off of too.
That's true. You already have a subject that it's right in front of you. Everyone can kind of see the subject too. Yeah. So it's kind of easier for people to grasp and paint the picture in their head.
Exactly.
I was gonna ask you with your grandma, like, you know, when she saw you do stand up, did she understand what it was? Because in Asia, like Japan or Korea, like stand up doesn't really exist. It's like a different kind of comedy. There's like slapstick, variety show, hosting humor. Right. You know what I mean? But
a lot of funny duos.
Duos. But you know, it's a little bit old school in that way, I guess, kind of the, you know, the types of shows that existed back in the day here, you know. But did she understand like what you were doing like on stage?
She not really, like she's still trying to figure out exactly what it is. There's a word in Mandarin. I talked to her in Mandarin. She's Taiwanese. That's 笑话, and that's kind of it's just funny words, and that's like a job title. So that's what I tell her. This is what I do. Yeah. So she knows I'm speaking funny words. Yeah, but I don't.
But she's seen shows and she sees the crowd laughing and she just joins in.
Yeah, because she doesn't know what I'm saying. You know, and so that's and that's, you know, I think a lot of us could relate to that.
100%.
Right, where our relatives are like maybe down to support, but then they don't even know. They can't enjoy the content. Exactly. They can't even enjoy the content.
I put stuff on my Instagram and I'll see my mom put like the clap emojis. I'm like, you don't know what's going on here, do you? You have no idea what's going on here.
Well, do you ever think maybe that's why they comment on our looks? Because there's nothing else to comment on?
Yeah.
That's true.
My grandma's like, well, your skin looks smooth.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's it.
Yeah, she's not going to say that punchline was cool.
I you know, it's really cute because I'll see my mom comment something like, that's my son. Yeah. And I'm like, you're just trying to get followers, aren't you? I'm on to you.
She's tagging herself.
And that's the thing. I don't want people to know like my mom's on there, and I don't want people following my mom. Yeah. And then my boy Rec followed my mom.
Rex
and every time my mom
bro.
posts some shit, he's like putting heart eyes and shit. I'm like,
wow. Chill. Fuck up, Rec.
Yeah,
no, for sure.
What's he trying to do?
I remember
like,
one
I'm
time,
your new stepdad, fam. It's like, what, Dad?
I was trying to explain to my mom like the concept of artistic integrity, you know, because of our language barrier.
I don't even know where you would
To
start.
them it's just like, where's the money, you know? And I'm like, mom, you know, I need sustenance, you know, I need more meat, more, you know, I'm trying to explain to her. She's like, shut up. you know?
No, I don't even know. How do you even explain a word like influencer?
Yeah, that's
true. You know
true.
what I mean? And do it in that language? Oh my God. And I'm rusty in these languages now.
At what point would you go as far to explain something and then just like give up? You know what I mean? Like there's always something I'm like, I try. I'm like, okay, this is what NFTs are.
Yeah. Oh, dumb. You have high
and then it
hopes.
would, that's
NFTs at level 7.
And I wake up like, thank God that was a nightmare. Oh shit, it was just a dream.
Oh yeah.
Like I have dreams about this shit. Like,
I mean, if you think about it though, what you just said, like the majority of our conversations with our parents growing up was like that. We tried and then we gave up.
I know, and I feel kind of bad about that, low key. I felt bad that like I didn't go stick through it all.
But we're still better than the ones that didn't try at all. You know what I mean?
That's true.
We tried. We had a few sentences, and then especially my mom, because she's so like church oriented, somehow like a Bible verse would come out. You know?
Out of you?
Yeah, no. Like I'm just talking about anything. I'm talking about, you know, the sequins on my shirt or something, and then she's like, "Yes, well." Be the light of the world, you know, like it's just,
there's a couple of translations, you know, there's a couple of language hurdles, not just to you trying to speak Korean, but also through church language, you know what I mean? Right?
100%.
There's so much. I mean, I give up too, but just simplifying. I was trying to explain to my grandma that my good friend that she knew also kind of like for the past 10 years has come out as bi, and I was trying to explain to her like bisexuality, and I was like, I'm not gonna give up, and then at one point I just said, he's just very popular. And she's like, oh, she totally got it.
Everybody wants to have sex with him. Literally everybody.
Hurry up and buy it.
Exactly. But that she understood.
That's amazing.
I was like, he likes like men and women.
That's very
She's
popular.
like, wait, hold on. And I was like, you know what? He's just really popular. And she's like, oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I was like, but you don't understand he likes men and women? No.
That's amazing.
She understands what's funny though. Like you give her like a thing to do. You know, I'm assuming you direct her in these videos and like these, right?
Sometimes, yeah. But more and more, it's just her doing whatever, and I'm doing things around her.
Oh, really? She's just standing there.
Yeah, it
as
does
a
seem like
She
that.
could just do her thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to elder abuse, you know?
Dance, Grandma, dance. You
gotta
must
get my
monetize.
money.
5, 6, 7, 8, get it right.
Why
She's
does
like,
that
Flat
do
right
that?
now. You're flat.
She's like, I'm tired. Keep dancing.
Yeah.
We got to meet the quota.
Yeah. Do you want me to get followers?
Are you happy with
Nah.
17K?
Yeah.
I, you know, even beyond your grandma, I do love the support you have of your husband, though. He seems very sweet. You know what I mean?
We actually come from because I was like, how would we have anything in common, you know? I don't like just pretty boys. I was like, this is not the kind of guy I would go for. I need someone who's struggled, you know, and
Calloused hands.
yeah, and
For sure.
hard times. And then I find out his mom also. It's okay if we hold hands.
Yeah.
No, I saw you.
He felt your pain. He felt your pain.
I inched over her a little bit.
No, it's okay. Yeah. No, we found out like on our third date, his mom also has schizophrenia.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
He can't see out of one eye, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is why."
Yeah.
No wonder you're so
a
chill.
pirate.
Oh, yeah, we're both pirates. You know?
Wow.
I have astigmatism in both, so maybe we're both
Those
pirates.
things in common.
That's crazy.
Right, yeah. And so, there's a lot of he sees ahead of time what can be prevented, or he's just very supportive.
Very
because he
empathetic
knows.
too.
Yeah, very empathetic. And he and my grandma get along really well. I think they're like best friends now.
Wow.
And he's learned something that I think is really important is, I call it speaking immigrant.
Yeah.
Like, so when you talk to, maybe you're in the street and it's someone who doesn't speak a language that you speak, but they need help or something, right?
Yeah.
Do you slow down your speech?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We
Yeah,
talked about that.
definitely.
Okay.
We were just talking about
And
this.
I think that's, you should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White people sometimes are like, no, I'm just going to talk normally because I don't want to be racist. And no, don't do, that's not helping.
Yeah.
Just talking like, hey, what's going on? What's up? Okay,
Exactly.
you're not doing like
Exactly.
You gotta slow down, and it's okay to even speak fucked up English.
Yeah.
There's
They need that.
that's the like when we talk to our parents and we don't have the right Korean words to translate it to.
Yeah.
We Koreanize the English words, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like how? What's
So it's like
is-
orange,
Yes,
you know,
yes,
like
100%.
NFT가 non-fungible token이야.
Oh my God, there
So,
he is,
you know-
still trying to do
I know
NFTs.
that
No, I'm just saying.
I knew it.
So like when I was explaining to my mom that I'm an independent artist, right? Not like a Kanye or Jay-Z, but I'm an underground artist. I'd be like, the independent artist, like you all I that's not even translating it. I just added extra syllables to the words, you know.
Separated the syllables.
And then she was like,
I think from now on, if they don't get it, you're just really popular. Like
Yeah.
that's just for everything. I'm just
it
popular.
works. I don't know what it is. You break that shit down, and
It does.
somehow it works. Or maybe it's for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's for us.
Sure.
And so my husband has learned to talk like that
Oh,
to
really?
my grandma.
That's
Out of
amazing.
context,
Yeah.
it'll look weird. So he's like, I'm never gonna. It's just to talk to grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so with grandma, he is like, you eat already, and I'm like, yeah, like, I'm glad you talked to her like this because she knows they can communicate now.
And it's like it looks like you're actually making an effort when you try to do those things, right? Like I create invisible diagrams, like record label 여기, and then it money funnels down to the independent artist.
Underground.
Monetization, Spotify, and then 여기
Vertical integration.
vertical integration.
You know what's well? I now understand finally the music industry too. That really helped me out. That really, I did not know.
Now you know how K-pop works,
down.
right?
Of course, music funnel. Yeah, the money funnels down, and you're the underground art. Yes. Oh my God, this whole time.
We weren't speaking the right language. Yeah, but that's.
There's a flip side to that tactic, though, because you're right. Slowing down and kind of like dumbing down your linguistics so people could understand. But I've done that sometimes, and they're like, I'm from Arcadia, motherfucker. Like, they speak perfect English.
Of course.
So, like,
there's that too.
Yeah, I assume that they can't speak,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I slow it down, and they're like, what are you doing, dude?
No, you gotta wait for them to talk.
Nah, you gotta read that first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't jump into that.
Yeah.
But don't you find that you can hear accents all across cultures?
Minority.
Yeah.
And you understand what they mean. Whether it's Eastern European or even Spanish.
Like body movements and stuff?
I think just like they're like quote unquote they're accented English. You just know what they mean.
Yeah.
Quicker than someone who only speaks English.
Yeah.
I think.
There's certain like cultures that when they speak in that broken kind of accented English, it still sounds profound. Like they use certain words like yes, I was how do you say dumbfounded? I was but I had an epiphany. And like they still use like advanced English words,
they do,
you know?
They do, yeah.
It's so very provocative. It's like what the fuck, like
grammar fucked up, vocabulary crazy.
Vocabulary's crazy. The grammar's fucked up, but the vocabulary's insane.
For sure.
Yeah, no, my mom threw the word orchard around the other day, and I was like, okay, or garden, but
the fermentation is it's like what the fuck? How'd you learn fermentation? Like you didn't learn other shit.
She didn't know orchid, but she was like, oh yeah, you must have gone to an orchard and found a bunch of these, right? And I was like, no, I went to the market, Whole Foods, but
you know,
orchard,
I got to say too, with your husband, like, you know, I feel like it's very tough for any relationship when they jump in and then living with other family members. Was that like something that was like an easy transition for?
So my mom and grandma live 20 minutes away from us.
Right.
Yeah, so they're in Arcadia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you guys all lived in the same house or something.
We see each other a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. But we still rent, and then they stay at my uncle's house.
Yeah.
That like they're gonna come from Taiwan and live there one day, kind of thing. So they're just living there until that happens. Yeah. And then we'll have to figure out.
I'm always conflicted, you know. It's like I love my parents, and you know, I know if once they get to an age, you know, there might be a circumstance where they got to move in with me, you know, and that'd be like it's been a long time since that's happened.
Really? You feel like that's gonna happen to you?
No, I'm saying I'm willing to do it, obviously, you know, because you know, like Asian people don't.
Not only willing to, I think like you kind of yearn for it too. Like, you know what I mean? I think that would be crazy.
I don't know if I yearn for it.
You don't think yearn? Yeah, yearn is a little strong.
Would you put them in like a guest house in the back?
Yeah, I'd do that.
So it's not like, you know.
Yeah.
I would do that.
I think we were hoping for a situation where it's like a guest house.
Yeah.
So
like
we
two
feel
houses
like
down or something.
Exactly. Like I wouldn't just throw them in like a retirement joint. You know what I'm saying? No, like I have a guest house.
Yeah.
You know, and get like a caretaker. You got to just work hard
maybe a
for all these
house
things.
within a neighborhood or something like that. You know, where you have enough breakage from them. I don't know. You really have to heal from a lot of wounds if you want to live with your parents again, I think.
No, that's true.
Unless you need them to take care of your kids, which then, you know.
That makes it a little easier, I guess, when you got a kid or something.
Right.
Because they want to spend time with the kids anyways.
Yeah.
You know?
Then, I mean, to get that, you just have to be the what is it, the record deal.
Yeah, I got to get more money.
You have to be the people,
exactly.
not the
It's a mystery. It's a lot of money to have an extra, like, you know, person, caretaker or something at the house. You know.
But how admirable is it for him to be like, yeah, but I'm willing, I'm ready. Like that's a good mentality to have.
No, totally, yeah. You know? And it's something that's sort of my more North Star too. Yeah. Is so that, you know, if my grandma goes, my mom will come live with us. Yeah. So we're prepping for that. Everything I do is a little bit of like, okay, so how do I get that guest house? Well, first we have to buy a house. Right? First buy a house and then the guest house. So I don't know.
A guest house is.
I need like $2 more million.
What are we, Fresh Prince?
Yeah, that sounds insane. A guest house sounds insane to me. Like that is a dream.
No, you just get a house with a garage and then make the garage like an extra garage. You know, get a shack put in there. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, but you gotta get like with LA
Piping,
rules. Yeah,
AC.
you have to make sure that's even allowed because there's a lot of parts of LA that don't allow you to build even a little house like that in the
She's
back.
a real estate agent over here.
Oh,
True.
okay.
Yeah.
So I grew up in said garage like that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
In my uncle's garage.
Oh,
My
okay.
mom, me, and grandma, when we first came here, my uncle's put us up in his garage.
Okay.
And then illegally put in a sink and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
And when they come, the city comes. You're like, no, that's not a sink. That's a.
Yeah.
What is that?
Dude,
What is
we
it
couldn't be found. We were
Yeah.
undocumented during that time too.
Oh.
So we were just like, he was just like, yeah, fuck it. You know, you do whatever for your family.
100%.
when did you become a citizen?
When I was like 21.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
became
Wow.
a citizen around my early 20s too.
Okay,
It was weird for me because like, you know, it's weird when you're like feel completely American because I came here when I was 3. You know, I was a green card holder for a long time and I was full on American, and then you go become a citizen and you're like, shit, should I even be here? Like, and they're giving me the test. I'm like, this shit's easy.
I know.
George Washington, dumbass. Yes, the first president.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it's like I gotta also because my mom's not fully a citizen yet. She's a green card holder, because we held off. Like she was about to do it during like the Trump era, but that was like impossible. It was hard as
that
fuck.
shit was hard.
They
as
weren't
fuck.
like allowing
Yeah.
people to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So now we're trying to take care of that. But I'm like, damn, I gotta go through this test. Some
Right.
of the shit people don't,
Yeah.
But
know really.
it's a lot of studying because it's random and it could be. I think these days, because of COVID, the questions have been reduced down. My friend just took it. It's like 6 questions now instead of
Right.
10.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all it takes. 6
Damn.
questions. I mean, like
10
I
in the past, yeah.
Yeah.
For me and Dumb, probably.
Yeah.
But are they like
What kind of
trick
questions? I'm just-
Yeah, are they
yeah, I'm
trick
curious.
questions?
It's like
or
how
pretty-
many branches of the government type
no.
shit. You
Go,
know?
Steffi, Rick, go.
Oh man.
Ding, ding, ding. Rick
Branches?
gets the point.
Judicial, legislative,
Okay, yeah, that's
executive.
true. Oh my god.
I forget all these things. Like as soon as I, you know, it's summer vacation.
Yeah, yeah.
It's my fucking.
Yeah,
Well,
what
here's
the fuck
another
is-
question,
Okay.
Steffi, for a point. This
Oh
is
god damn it.
what's the national anthem called? I think. Yeah, was the question.
Star Spangled Banner?
Ding, ding, ding.
Whoa,
Yes.
Okay.
You are welcome
It's
here.
like
Oh,
only
yeah.
American song I know.
The
So,
year that Declaration of Independence was signed.
Ooh,
Oh, that's tough.
that's a little bit.
1897? No.
117.
1817? 1776.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that was
Right.
1986, right?
Oh,
No.
so-
The day I was born, I believe. No.
God damn.
I know that from Hamilton.
Yeah. I think
That's where we
Hamilton
get
is
most
pretty.
of our education is TV.
It's like
Yeah,
yeah,
imagine
yeah.
you're just like you're about to answer. It's like, hold on, let me rap the lyrics real quick.
Yeah, I was like, excuse me, are you Aaron
Beatbox real
Burr?
quick. You mind just kicking a beatbox? Okay, I got it.
Yeah, I'm like, excuse me, are you Aaron Burr, sir? That depends. Who's asking? Oh, to be sure, sir. Oh, 1776. How does a bastard orphan
That's just
son of a
funny. You have to
whore?
be like, I learned this from Lin Manuel. Fuck.
He was just trying to get a citizenship.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad got it like 5 years ago.
Nice.
Yeah, that was really cute.
What's the feeling? I mean, obviously, you know, the door's open for a lot of business stuff, but like once you got that green card, that day that you got it, were you like, was there a shift?
Not really. I'm just happy to like, you know, I want to get my parents to get it so they don't get deported or some shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of the only
Yeah.
reason.
The
Yeah.
citizenship.
Yeah, the
Instead of-
citizenship,
yeah,
you
mhm.
know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I was kind of, during that time with like the Trump era, like I was scared.
Yeah.
Because I was like, are these fools going to get deported and they can't even come back?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
That would suck. Because I have stories of like friends who never kind of take care of that stuff and they can't return.
Nah, for
They're
sure.
like DJs and artists and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You can't come back to the country that like you
Yeah,
grew
but
up in.
honestly,
Like,
but honestly, going back to Korea isn't that bad. Like,
yeah.
Korea's like
Yeah.
right now, like everybody wants to go there.
I mean,
Americans want to go to Korea.
There's a lot
Like,
of young
no.
kids who move back to their home countries. I feel like
Yeah.
that's a trend in the last couple of
Yeah.
years just because it's popping. But it's tough. If you're an entertainer, like
Nah,
this is
for
kind
sure.
of where you got to
Unless
be.
you're the best of there, so that you
Yeah.
can come back here.
Yeah.
You know, now that you're like BTS or
I'm a
whatever.
globe
Yeah.
hopper. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like
I've
you'd-
had friends that had like dual citizenship, didn't know. And if you don't have a full one, you still have to serve in the army. Something like that.
Oh,
You
right.
know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That mandatory
Shout out
army shit.
sick. Yeah, no. So he had
Right.
to go, and then they can't stay in Korea for long either. so they have to stay a couple months and then fly back. It's just such a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, that was an episode in Lil Dicky. I only know things through movies
Yeah.
and TV shows. I was like, yes, I saw that in Lil Dicky. Is it called Lil Dicky? No,
called
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
And Dave,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Where they were in Korea.
Yeah, yeah.
And one of
Yeah.
the
Oh, the
translators.
backpack guy. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do feel like, you know, there's that mandatory army service for all men from Korea, like 2 years, and sometimes like they let sports stars be exempt, like soccer players in the World Cup or something.
Oh yeah.
And they've talked about like BTS being exempt for a long time. I think they should be exempt because they've done so much more for that, like brought in billions of dollars for that
Yeah.
country.
Yeah.
If anybody should get exempt, it's probably them, to be honest.
People would volunteer in their place to go serve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure, right? Like Americans, white people would be like,
Ima-
yeah, I'll go and little mochi
I just
or
imagine
whatever
like
his
a
name is.
white K-pop fan. It's like, I volunteer as tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
100%. They would. They'd be like, I'll serve for them.
Yeah.
Wow, that is die hard
Let's
right
keep
there.
it real though.
Yeah.
BTS is a larger army than Korea.
I can't get one
Yeah.
fan to wait in the DMV line for me. Shit, you know what I mean? These motherfuckers are willing to serve in the army.
Task rabbit to draft, bro.
I'm
It's just
sure.
fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
they've done wild things like, fuck up Trump rallies, right? In the name of
Oh
BTS.
yeah. Forgot about that one.
Oh,
Remember the shit?
Yeah.
All the BTS fans, they RSVP'd for
The
this
whole
Trump
row or
rally,
something,
like the
right?
whole stadium,
Yeah.
but then they didn't go.
Oh,
Just to
shit.
make
it looked really
empty.
empty.
They did the
looked
50
really
Cent Ja
empty.
Rule move. Yeah, shit was
Yeah.
crazy.
So cool.
BTS fans are woke.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
wild.
they're crazy.
They need to sleep
Yeah.
sometimes. You know?
They are.
They need to- no, yeah.
Atsuko, you know, you did recently, what was it, Fallon?
Oh,
Kimmel.
The other Jimmy. There's so many Jimmys.
Why is there two
Jimmy.
late night
Yeah,
Jimmys, first
what
of
the
all?
fuck?
No,
which-
and then James Corden is. You can.
As a Jimmy too.
Oh,
be a
wow.
Jimmy.
I
Yeah.
forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jimmy is a
And
real
that-
late night kind of name, though.
Hey, Jimmy.
It's like
Yeah.
Johnny Carson or
Exactly.
Jimmy.
Right,
It's
but now
exactly-
James Corden is leaving, and that's who I was on.
Oh, okay. Was that your
James
first time doing
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Or
Were you
a good-
nervous at all? Is
Yeah,
that like
I
a
wanna know.
nerve-wracking thing?
No, I was very excited because I've just been prepping. I feel like the pandemic was when I right before the pandemic, I was really gonna I had all these things, these opportunities, and I was like, oh, I think folks are finally gonna see the things I've been working for, and my art that I've been working so hard at and stuff. And then, like everyone, opportunities went away, and so when Corden, so I had been ready to do Corden. We were in conversation before the pandemic even. So when they were like, we're having stand-up again during the pandemic, you'll be the first stand-up back.
Oh, that's
I was like,
dope.
oh, I've
That's
been ready. I'm so ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it was just really exciting.
I remember you
to do.
testing out some material at my event.
That's right, yeah, because I was shooting, I
Yeah.
think, the very next day.
You
or
texted me.
something.
You were like, I'm gonna do Corden. Do you mind if I just pull up and just test out some shit?
Yeah. Just run the 5 minutes and
Yeah.
make sure I have it in my.
I remember
Phones.
you all posting IG stories of multiple outfits. It was a very interactive experience.
I love
Oh, yeah, I'm
that.
very interactive.
we,
Choose
we
your
got
adventure.
we got to
This
really
outfit
choose
or-
what you were gonna wear on
Yeah.
this, and as soon as you wore that, we were like, I had a hand in that.
Yeah.
I had a hand in
I
that.
feel like you're going
That's-
through the
that's
journey with
yeah,
them.
that's
Yeah.
part of building your family, right? And
Oh.
your army, I guess, or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
is let them be a part of your life.
I do love this
Picking your face.
on
Picking my
IG stories where people are like, ask me anything.
Who are you, bro?
You said you do that.
No, I haven't done it in a while,
Oh,
Yeah.
but
yeah, it
I'll
takes-
go through and
It's a lot of energy.
I'll read. It's very, very telling
Yeah.
after they start answering the questions who
For
they
sure.
really are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the picture that they use in the back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's them
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, wait, you mean people who answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's people that, there's some levity and kind of some comedy in it. And then there's ones that just writes essays, to school
I
motherfuckers.
see.
Yeah.
Right.
There's also the horny question askers.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Oh,
for
sure,
sure.
of course.
what's your favorite position?
Right.
And then when they put post all the questions, they're all horny. You know that their fan base is just horny
Yeah, yeah,
fans.
Yeah.
Get an OnlyFans, guys.
Yeah, it says a lot, I mean, well, do you know what your demographic is, like men, women, with your fan base?
You know what? I think it's probably more men than women, and I'd like to change that. And I just don't know what I need to do to kind
Alex?
of do that. Hold on. First of all, don't be revealing all my insights. All right, that's people pay for that kind of research information.
Right.
But I know for a fact it's definitely more male than women. It's like about maybe 65 to 35, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. Mine's 75% women.
See,
25%.
This is
those
what
are
I
better
want to
fans.
get to.
Those are better fans.
They're amazing.
They're more loyal.
Yeah.
They're on time for shows. They come in droves. They're very positive.
Yeah.
And
I heard that women purchase more too than men.
Merch.
yeah, and yes, merch wise, yeah, they'll like bring their husbands to the show maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
But
They tell
as
their
well.
friends about
Yeah, they
you.
do. Yeah. And they're just like generally more positive.
They
and
are.
fun.
Have that changed from like a while ago until now? Like, or was it always women that followed you?
I think.
Or your
Well, I didn't
fans?
always have a fan base. Not till like maybe, gosh, I don't know, 2018.
Oh, okay.
And so, but since then, yes, yeah, it's
Yeah.
always been women. I think it just depends on the content that like you put out. I think for me, it's a lot of like feel good or empowerment, and like I
Yeah.
involve you.
And family.
What do you think of this
stuff?
outfit? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you like this? Okay. Or
Take
here's-
notes, Alex.
That's true. Because like the first time I did see you was at it was before all this. It was like probably 5 or 6 years ago at a Crazy Woke Asian comedy show, and you were one of the women up there, and I had never seen like a woman like you, like in comedy, and you were so silly and fun, and it was like you were talking about charcuterie boards.
Oh,
Yeah, and
I remember.
immediately I went on and followed you. Like it was like a no question thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it was easy, like as a woman to just I don't know what it was, right? You feel
Yeah.
safe and you feel you're super funny and your content, yes, is like relatable.
Yeah, so it's not. I don't get like horny questions as much, is what I'm saying. People don't follow me because they
Don't worry,
they
I
wanna
don't
fuck
either.
me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get no
would
horny
imagine
questions.
Maybe
Yeah.
you do.
Nah, I just get I get like 65% men, and then like half of that are just haters who would love to follow me to hate on me. You know, it's like commenting underneath, like
Make a list of names and IP addresses. I'll take care of that.
what you're gonna go like
got
Jay
some
and Silent
cycles,
Bob
bro.
just knocking on people's
on, bro.
doors.
I got.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Ooh,
I love my
like this. I
supporters.
like
Look
this
at these guys
friendship.
on
I like
Twitch.
this friendship.
stop looking at
Let's
your
see.
earrings. Those are fire
Oh,
right there.
thank you so much. Dried fruit. I love like food earrings. And
Yeah,
food
yeah.
jewelry. Sorry, no, I was just
Looks
now.
like
I'm
two
now I'm
pieces
looking
of
at the comments.
chadobegi, like just
My
dangling in front of
sister
you.
has like similar earring taste as you. She has wild
I
earrings.
like your
like that.
style. It's always very colorful and fun.
It's
You
just
know,
very
expressive.
childlike, I think.
Yeah, I love that.
I think
I like your nails right now. You got all the different colors.
like Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
yeah.
It's candy. So that's your inspiration. You're like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just
Based on
very childlike. And again, I think that's why I don't get like horny. It's almost like a superpower. Like people will
I love
always
Don't
that.
lie.
friend
You get a
zone me.
few horny questions. Come on.
Oh, maybe, but they're like very creative, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Oh,
not
I
like a
love
normal. it's never just like normal. Oh, what the fuck, you know,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. However,
They
people
ask during your
ask each
challenge,
other.
like, boom.
Yeah, or like, you know, I want to take your foot and wrap it around my neck. You know,
It's a very
Like,
creative,
because-
horny question you're saying.
Yeah. So it's like the weirdos. It's beautiful weirdos.
Yeah.
That's my demographic.
Foot lovers.
Oh.
Jesus.
And the men that do follow me, they're all tend to be queer too. And so I think Cardi B was like, you know, I wanted to create a brand. She did, where it was like the women want to be like me and the men want to be with me, you know?
Right.
And
Oh.
so I wonder, yeah, I bet her fans are mostly female too, but you know,
Yeah. gotta-
just different ways to look at like, what are you trying to, you know, I mean, it's like, I think as long as you're being yourself, the people who can relate to that will.
Every day my
Come to you.
followers go down like 50 followers and then go up 50 followers the next day. So I've
Really?
stayed at the exact same spot for like a fucking 2 years. And shit.
Nasdaq. Wait,
It's like people can't decide.
Nasdaq.
They're like, do
Wow.
I fuck with them or no?
That's so
Like
funny.
this is just back and forth. I can't.
Yo, you know when you go to your IG notifications and you see someone that you thought was following you follow you back? You're like, when did you stop following me? You know, like
Yeah.
that like
Yeah.
That
refollow.
happens.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
And I get mad, so I unfollow them, and then you know, it's a little drama situation.
No, of course, yeah.
It's all in your own
Just
head.
for fun.
Yeah.
There's no drama.
I know. It's a
Our
little
phones
sting.
will destroy us. Social media, it'll tear us apart.
You are so
God.
consistent though. The consistency is key.
society.
I'm not
That's-
consistent with
You're pretty
posts.
consistent, bro.
I wish I was,
Atsuko, if I may ask, just a quick question about your genesis, right? So like 11 years ago when you realized, oh, I want to be a stand-up comedian, how does that work? Like, do you start doing open mics? Like, what did you do to start that path?
So 11 years ago, it was still this time where it still is like a lot of clubs are like boys club, and so it's not that safe to do open mics as a girl by yourself, like even back in the day. I would say you have to have like thick skin, you know. And so I was like, oh, maybe I'll go on Craigslist. I mean, I'm very backwards. I think Craigslist is more safe,
Yeah, I was like, Craigslist. There was literally a dude named Craigslist Killer, I believe.
At least it's a registered website, At least it's a website people know of, And so I went on there and I was like, oh, stand-up classes, and then thank goodness, like it actually was when I showed up to the address. Yeah, and so that's how I started.
So you went to school.
Craig sounds like a sweet name.
I went to a class, that was like an all-female stand-up class.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All female.
So that we could sort of like weed out the bullshit.
I want to go to this.
Yeah, it's called Pretty Funny Women.
It's not really funny. It's pretty funny.
No, like Pretty Women.
Beautifully.
And then they put funny.
Beautifully pretty.
This was founded like I think like 20 years ago, so the title hasn't been updated, but it is like pretty and funny.
I like that.
I thought it was Pretty Women and they just put funny in
I'd love to see Steffie go to this and come out with a bit.
I honestly feel like I would love to do more comedy, but it is like so scary to watch someone go up there and like make a group of people laugh. That just, oh my God.
You go do it. If you find it, I'll pay for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you find it,
if you find it and you actually
on
just
Craigslist.
and you actually
no, I
sign
know
up
the
for
teacher.
it, I'll pay for it.
I know the teacher now.
No, don't get her connects. Go to Craigslist.
Okay, do it. Just,
can you connect? Oh, there it is.
Oh, now there she is. Yeah.
Okay, can you pay for my class now?
Yeah, I got you.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Is that an
Send me the
invoice?
Send me the
I
invoice.
think it is an inflatable pool in the back. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Steph, you'll kill it.
Oh, thank you. I honestly haven't gone to a class in a while, like a comedy class. I did UCB for a bit, but I think you need to like do that just to like refresh your brain of being able to go back and forth. Just generally opening it, right?
Yeah.
It's like practice. That's why you guys go up on stage all the time, is to like just practice.
I could imagine someone just going straight into stand-up like as a very terrifying thing, because like obviously we have a lot of stage experience coming from music. So even between songs we're doing crowd work and all that stuff. So it was like when I first got into stand-up, it wasn't as terrifying. You know what I mean? But imagine someone who's never been on stage just jumping into stand-up. That must be like,
come on, man,
terrifying.
100%.
You know,
everyone looking at you. I was watching Rick Glassman the other night, and he was talking about how like artists and performers, when they're on stage, like what we said earlier, they have something to fall back on. If your song's good or like your skills there, then it's good. But you have to be kind of like the stand-up. Like everything has to kind of click. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if things do go a little left, you have to kind of like adapt to it and counter it.
Sure, yeah. But it's also freeing because you can be yourself.
Yeah.
Even truly through and through the whole time.
100%.
You don't have I don't know, the beat to have to catch back up to.
Yeah. Right.
You can switch the course if you want.
You could just leave the stage and come back,
You totally can. Yeah. And so it's it's really just about like tapping into your truest self.
I always found interesting certain stand-ups who are, maybe haven't been in this country super long, have a little accent, but their jokes are like super complex. Like in this, like they get the American humor, and it's like as their second language somehow still craft like an amazing joke.
Right.
I always found that like amazing.
Maybe because they're like they're seeing from outside the way they watch TV. They're like able to. Sometimes when we're in it, like we forget certain little details. I think because we're still
that's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
So I wonder from that one.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take some calls right now.
Let's do it.
We take live calls too.
I know, so fun.
Yeah, like let's.
Wait, I'm gonna do this too.
Yeah, go ahead. No, it's all right. We're kidding. You could vape all you want. It's fine.
Yeah, we're
get
just
your vape on. Get your vape on. All right, guys. Hit us up on the Discord if you have any questions for Atsuko or any of us. Let's keep talking. So hit us up. You put the Discord link. Okay, cool. We can keep talking. Are you? You're constantly touring too, Atsuko, right? Yeah. And
I'm on tour right now.
Does your husband go with you sometimes?
He does. He pretty much like we work together. So now he's like
the road manager.
Yeah, he's like my tour manager. Yeah,
That's really cool.
He knows me the best and my material and what I need. He can look at me and be like, "You need energy pills. Let me get vitamin B."
That's
nothing my manager would know.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
You got my wife chamomile tea?
Yeah. She needs caffeine. Yeah. Look at her. And he's like, I don't know. She looks the same.
Right.
I'm tired, And
that's awesome.
my manager will be like, go, But my husband will be like, no, let's slow you down.
That's cool too.
People probably want to. Did he normally work in this field? Or?
He was an actor and he paints now and so he painted one of my merch pieces,
there we go.
I love that.
Yeah, and so he's an artist too, so he gets it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, well, let's take a call. This is Reckless as Fuck. And hit us up on the Discord, y'all. Get us some questions.
Hello.
What's up, Reckless? You're on the air.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Like magic.
Good. How are you?
Sorry.
Good. Can I get a minority report?
So this is a segment on our show we call Minority Report, where we guess the ethnicity of the caller just through their voice.
Yeah.
Now we got to give them a sentence to repeat, so we can get a clear vernacular situation here.
This is the sentence. Tour is good, but going with a loved one is great.
Tour is good, but going with a loved one is great.
See, black is where I wanted to go automatically.
But I'm gonna go with Filipino.
You go with Filipino?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all take this one, and I'll just watch where it goes.
It does seem problematic from afar, right?
It's not because it's not when they request.
Not when they request it. I'm gonna say Korean, bro. How about you, Steph?
I feel Cambodian.
Okay. Reveal yourself, Reckless.
100% black.
Oh, damn it, man.
Wait, didn't you say black?
I did, but that was so like, it was just a low-hanging fruit. I was like, it can't be.
All right, what's up?
What's up, bro?
Hi.
I got a question. I don't want to sound, I hope this don't sound racist, but I really like Asian people. If that makes, not in that way, but it's like, how do you make Asian friends, so to say, coming from are they open to, friendships with different races, or how does that work?
Well, I think there's a filter on dating apps. I think you can click Asian. No, I don't. Is there? I don't know. I've never really used a dating app. Can you actually
just be friends through a dating app?
Well, no.
There's a
Put
bubble.
actual racial preferences.
Oh.
I don't know. Never had.
I've never.
No,
used...
you got to go through religion.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And maybe you could do it through interests. No, interest is really confusing because it's never.
People don't want to be problematic, so they gotta find a bypass thing on there.
Well,
wait, but what are you saying? How do you make Asian friends?
No, he's saying
are we open?
Yeah, as a group, how do you make that group of friends? Because it's difficult because you don't know, because you don't want to just jump in and just say anything.
Yeah. You just got to go to a Koreatown or Chinatown with a poster that says "I really like Asians" and just stand.
No. Don't do all that.
A free hug. You just do that.
I mean, do you have? I mean, you don't have a lot of Asian people around you, or what?
No, I live in Maryland, so it's it's.
Maryland got mad Asian people.
Really? That's news to me.
Wait, are you in Baltimore or what?
Yeah, I live in Baltimore.
Okay, but there's Asians in College Park. Right? There's
Juilliard is a music school in Baltimore, and it's all Korean violinists and pianists, bro. You kidding me? It's mad.
Is there a need for an app where you find Asian people?
No, but you know what though? It's might not be your fault. There's also Asian kids that are so insular they just hang out with themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that could be tough too. There are a lot of Asian kids who just stick with themselves too.
Yeah.
But they're like you, where they're shy to go outside of their group.
For sure. And just, not to assume, but just hearing your voice and the way that you speak, you just seem like a nice, approachable person, I think it's about more energy than race right now,
That makes sense.
But I'm not gonna lie to you, there are stigmas, sometimes Asian people, they shy away from different cultures because they just want to be with themselves. But you got to find that one that's open, and then when you find one Korean friend, you go to their church, man. You go to their church, you get 32 Korean friends.
I was the one Korean friend growing up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I met Asians through Another black homie.
Yeah.
Who introduced me to
So you need to find that
actually
guy.
funny.
Yeah, you gotta find. Yeah, you gotta find a
has
gatekeeper.
Korean friends.
You need a gateway Asian.
Yeah, you need a gateway.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
You need a gateway Asian.
Just go to a church. That's just go to a church.
He's like,
and,
I've watched
make
anime
friends.
and I've studied them, but I can't quite pinpoint.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, it's hard to make friends in general.
Yeah, I
coming
agree.
from me, you know, I mean, listen to the way I talk. This is really how I talk.
No, for sure.
Making friends is not easy.
It's
I'll
hard
be
in
honest.
general.
It
So
is.
it's like now you want to make a specific type of friends. Oh man, I don't even
Yeah.
the philosophy of making friendship. I think it's a miracle anytime two people click, considering
Yeah.
how much we bring to the table.
Yeah.
Our chips on the shoulder.
The burdens.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just learned how to make friends for the first time, I feel like, in my life.
Right.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What changed?
What changed? I said, oh my god, I'm 30 and I should have
I should
friends.
probably make friends. Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma can't be my only friend.
Right.
But
That's not sustainable.
a lot of kids, it's funny because they're so good at social media
Yeah.
that people love them,
Yeah.
but they have no friends.
Right.
Like they're
true.
introverted and they're doing these things
Yeah.
at their house because they have no friends and they're getting creative. It's like social media for this generation is like what cardboard boxes was for us. It's like this is a rocket ship.
Yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean? Like you
yes.
take
Yeah, you
these
can create
minimal
it.
things and you create a world
Yeah, yeah.
around
Right.
you when
Yeah.
you're a loner.
That's
You
why
know
those
what I mean?
influence parties suck. They're all just like,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You go to a party with influencers,
Yeah.
people don't know what the fuck to
They're
do.
just like, I'm an only child. You know?
They're like, nice to meet you. Hey!
Totally.
But Reckless, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna share a secret, man. A lot of Asian people want black friends as well, bro. So you just need to find that mix.
Yeah, I promise you, you're probably more
Yeah.
popular amongst the Asian kids than you. You're one of the few black people looking for an Asian friend. I'm pretty sure it's the opposite way around. But
Yeah, go to Lake Forest Mall. You'll be straight, bro.
we'll be your friends, bro. We'll be
Yeah.
your first. We'll be your first group of Asian friends. How about
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fine.
that? Hell yeah!
No doubt, man. Peace,
All right,
peace.
take care, Reckless. All right, we got Mer Boy. What's up, Mer Boy?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Hi.
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Awesome.
Great.
Incredible.
Nice to meet you, Atsuko.
Hi, nice to meet you, Mer boy.
I did not know you created that challenge. I have seen that all over TikTok. So when I heard that, I was like, that's so fascinating.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was crazy. I mean, I was like that. I saw it on your stuff, and I saw everyone do it, but I didn't put two and together that you started it,
Damn.
which was fucking crazy because it's such a massive challenge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A
no.
shit like that, when it goes viral, you can still find out who created it, right? Because I mean, if everyone starts making it, how does someone know? It's like, yeah, I made that.
Well, so on like TikTok or Instagram, people will like use this audio that you uploaded,
Right.
and then
that's
so
true.
it can link back to
Gotcha.
the original
Mhm.
Okay.
video.
That was
like
a very
that.
new question.
Yeah, yeah. Who would
No,
be,
no, yeah.
Who would be the star that does the challenge, and you'll be like, okay, this shit has reached.
I think
peak?
Beyonce. By now, I know Beyonce has probably heard
Okay,
about
so
it
that
or
would
seen
be
it.
the peak.
She just hasn't
Because that's
done
her
it.
song. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
I don't think because I've put her song back in the charts by
Oh, wow.
with this challenge. Like
That's
Billboard,
amazing.
Really?
I'm
That's
on Billboard
wild.
as a creator who brought because the song is a few years old
right,
now.
and TikTok does that. It,
Wow.
Yeah.
it brings back songs.
That's right.
and
Yeah. And so it came back to the charts. I'm making Beyonce money.
Oh my
I'm making
goodness.
Yeah, because she needs
money.
it. You know, I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
you.
Oh
Please.
my
So if she would
God.
just be like, "Hey, Atsuko," and then boom, did
Yeah.
it. Oh my God, that'd be cool.
That's amazing.
She's the only one.
I'll talk to her.
Do you want to? Have you been
Yeah,
thinking
if you
about making
can.
another challenge now that you're like? It probably
That's
must
a
have
good
been
point.
crazy to make this
I don't
challenge.
know
Are you
how-
like, I
You're
need
like,
to
I
make
gotta-
another fucking challenge?
You
now.
say that like I knew what I was doing when I did this
Yeah, I
by
know, right?
accident.
Grandma, I need you to step it up. We need a follow up.
you ever play a sport and then
Yeah.
that you have no idea what I'm like? For me, it was basketball. I like scored one time on a team I was on,
Like,
and they're like, "Let's go do that again." And I was like I knew what I just did. Like I don't even know what muscle parts I used
That must be
to make that
stressful.
3-pointer by accident.
True.
Huh?
I said that's true. It's
Yeah.
stressful to even think that. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so
You gotta
I'm
let
just gonna
go of-
keep being me. You just keep being you, and then something else might stick.
Yeah.
But-
Definitely.
Well,
love that.
Merbo, anything else on your mind before you keep pushing?
Yeah. No, that's what I was actually going to ask her. Like, what if there were any pressures or anxiety of like trying to go viral again with another challenge? But you guys kind of just covered it. So
yeah.
I don't know. That's the thing. You know, everyone now is like just. It's not about like back in the day. It would be like you have one viral moment, and that's like you got to keep it going. Like I have a viral thing every goddamn week. It's insane.
But you just know you have it in you because
that's true.
You were being yourself. If your intention, my intention was always to just want people to have a good time looking at my content. It wasn't to like have a formula so that I go viral or whatever. So as long as I keep doing that, you're bound to hit it again just because you're being you.
I wonder if like washed up content creators do that. They look in the mirror like, you did it once.
Yeah.
You could do it again.
You one clip wonder.
You're not a one clip wonder.
And it was just because you fell into a pool.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just deleting everything. No, this is not it. Yeah, all right. Thanks, Turtle Boy. We'll keep it pushing. Let's talk to Turtle Duck. What's up? Turtle Duck. Turtle Duck. You're in luck. You're in luck. This is the only caller we've made a theme song for some reason.
Quack, quack.
Yeah.
So hot. That was cool.
What's up, Turtle?
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's up, bro?
Hey, Atsuko. I'm a huge fan. I love seeing you at Cry Later. I just love your energy. Your jokes are fucking hilarious.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Turtle Duck. I wish I contributed to the song now.
The Turtle Duck song? Yeah, next time. Have you done the challenge, Turtle?
No, but I don't know. I feel like I don't feel sexy enough to do it, you know? It's like, you know?
You don't feel sexy enough.
Yeah. It's like Steffi was saying, like there's like something sexy about it, you know?
See, that makes me sound like you've had moments in your life where you're like, I'm not sexy enough for this. And the fact you've thought about that, you know, like I don't think I've ever stepped into a situation where I was like, am I sexy enough for this? You know?
Have your thighs gotten stronger?
My thighs?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like, I mean, maybe, you know, because sometimes people in the streets will come up to me and just drop.
Do it?
Yeah.
Really?
And then what, you feel obligated to drop with them?
Drop with them.
Oh my god!
I feel like,
Here we go.
And then I'm like, we must look crazy right now for people across the street.
Right.
For sure. Are they sinking? What the fuck's
what's
going on?
happening? Are they okay? Should I call?
You see, to me, that's not, I feel like that's not as bad as like people who have that thing where fans are going to come up, you know, like Chappelle had, I'm rich, bitch.
Yeah.
For like years,
Yeah,
he probably
yeah.
had people coming up to him yelling that shit in the middle of the fucking street.
Yeah.
But the drop is like, not too bad, you know?
I always
done
think
it?
it's an attack at first.
It's an
though.
attack?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's happening? And then they drop. They disappear from my eyesight. It's weird. And I had to tell people, hey, don't do it to my grandma, because my grandma started thinking, maybe
Asian
it's an
hate or something.
Yeah.
Right.
It sucks, but it's a thing, you know?
Right, for
And
sure.
so, and she lives in Arcadia. I mean, so, you know.
Don't do it to my grandma.
Nah,
Don't
definitely.
do it to
Imagine some like Reddit thread, some haters like, I ran into Atsuko, I dropped, she didn't.
She didn't. She screamed.
The money's getting to her head. She didn't drop. She's changed.
After Corden.
Perfect posture. Didn't drop once. Stayed up. She actually tippy-toed.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
Turtle. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
calling,
Turtle.
man. All right, let's take this last call here. We got Lexity. What's up?
Lexi D.
Lexity.
Lexi.
Okay, last call. Somebody.
oh.
What's up? Hello?
Oh, hello.
Hey, what's
Hi,
up?
What's up, Lexi D?
Hey. Hi, I'm a first-time caller. I was just wondering if I could get a minority report.
Absolutely. Steph, could you come up with a sentence?
I'm gonna drop my ass down. That's it.
I'm gonna drop my ass down.
I'm gonna say Korean.
I'm going to say Asian because she was very hesitant to say that.
I'm going to
Do you know what I
say
mean?
Latina.
Latina. Oh.
I think Asian American
Asian
too,
American,
but I don't
yeah.
really know, you know.
Why?
I'm going to say...
Wait, where are you from?
Where are you calling from, Lexi?
City.
I'm calling from Boston.
Chinese.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Chinese.
Boston regional. Chinese?
Chinese or Taiwanese, but I'm going to go Chinese.
Okay. All right. Reveal yourself, Lexity.
It's Vietnamese.
I'm Filipino.
Damn, we were off.
Dude, I'm like 0 for
Because you know
now.
the thing about
That's why you just say Asian American.
No, but this
Yeah.
started because he would have like an 85% success rate,
Yeah.
guessing
Oh, really?
down to the exact.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like not only Southeast, like Laotian. Like I was getting.
Oh, you
ahead
knew?
on.
Wow.
Well, he would
that's
ask the
wild.
region too, so he
You
kind of
gotta
gauge
get
it.
that
region.
flavor
I
back.
know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think the
just
acoustics. I think
today.
it's a speaker. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that, isn't that crazy?
People are getting better at disguising.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't that an insane talent? Racial profiling. You know what he's really good at?
You
Racial
know,
profiling.
he'd be
Worst
a good
superhero
cop.
ever.
You'd make a great cop.
He'd be a great cop.
That's true.
What's on your mind, Lexity?
First, I just wanted to say that I love Steffi and Atsuko's style and your jackets. So I just wanted to say that. And I wanted to ask, like, where you guys get your style inspiration from and your clothing, because I love
They
both
do
of
have
what
really
you're
great
wearing.
style. You have really great style too, always.
Thank you,
You have
so
really
much.
good style too, always.
Do you want to go ahead first? I would like to hear yours. Actually.
Oh, I'm so basic. Actually, I'm very much like a mall rat. You know, I'm just a mall girl.
Do you thrift a lot, or
No, because I feel like thrifting. I don't think my body proportions are made for that. You know.
well, it's very
Vintage,
random.
like
Thrifting is random.
Oh yeah, and I get tired. That's the other thing. I
Yeah.
get very
Thrifting is
tired.
exhausting. It is
Yeah,
exhausting.
and-
I thrift, so like thrifting is, but it is tough. You know what I mean?
Have you been to fashion? Or have you heard of Fashion Company brand?
Yes, I know. Yeah, because
You know
she's connected to the comedy world.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
She is right. And she's like an artist.
Her husband's a clown in the clowning community, which is a fraction of the comedy community in
Okay.
LA.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were like talking shit about the husband. Yo, that
Oh,
piece of
so-
shit's a clown.
Fucking clown.
Oh, he's
That's
like a
what they
clown
call
clown.
themselves. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I
they
could
like,
see you wearing a
no
lot
disrespect,
of.
my
I
bad.
love their pieces, so I was thinking, oh, I wonder if
what's
you
the
get
brand?
your. Huh? It's called literally
FCB.
Fashion Brand Company.
Yeah,
okay.
so they do fun things like there's jeans with 3 legs,
Oh.
you know, and the third leg
Yeah.
you just kind of dangle down.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Or they
Oh,
make
I know what you mean.
they make like one-off outfits.
you know, yeah.
I knew that joke was coming. I knew it. You know?
Oh
He's like,
god.
I always look like I'm wearing three legs.
It's like I custom made my own.
They'll make like little one-off like lizard outfits. Like you could buy like one little lizard
for a
outfit
lizard,
for
yeah.
an actual lizard.
That's
or like-
hilarious. I love
Yeah, she's
this.
just like cool and like I like that concept. And
Mhm.
I modeled for them for a little bit.
Oh,
like,
cool,
For some
yeah.
of their stuff, and
Yeah.
it's kind of expensive, but it's all like sustainable, made here,
Mhm.
woman-run company. So I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, it's totally worth that. But yeah, I feel like for me, it's like I love color and like anything that feels like kind of silly or different. So
Yeah,
that's kinda
yeah.
how I-
Also, you know, it's I do get jealous sometimes. Like for women, the thrifting selection is far better for women than men.
Yeah, you can. You know that it's just clothes. You can go on that side and choose.
Never thought about that. No, I'm
Women's.
kidding. I'm kidding. But what I mean is, girls look better. I feel like in men's clothes, men's clothes.
Men clothes, you know?
Yeah.
They look better in men's clothes. That's why, like, even like streetwear brands, when they model their new collection, they have girl models always wearing the guy clothes and the pictures and stuff.
I think you could pull off a romper. You know.
You know, that was a whole thing for a while. The romper, guys wearing romper. Remember that, online?
Or even like,
They were
or even like a crop top.
Yo, crop top dummy.
I've been trying to get him to wear crop top and some like tight bell bottoms.
Yeah.
You ever
He would look
you ever
so
see
good.
that video on YouTube where a guy is wearing like a romper and walking around New York City?
Nah. Oh, he gets shitted on, right?
No, it's just like funny because there's New Yorkers like, oh, you came out with the romper though, not the romper. That's all the way throughout his strut. It's amazing.
shit.
It's pretty
Oh my
great.
god.
All right, cool. All right, Lexi, thanks for calling.
Thanks for
Thank
calling,
you.
Lexi.
Bye, like CD.
All right, let's take two
Thanks.
more. This is Mexican Hanu.
Mexican Hanu. Damn, I forgot what ethnicity is he again.
I forget too, because he wasn't Mexican.
No,
right?
he's not.
Yeah. Tried to throw us off.
I think it
that
was
one.
black or something. No?
He was Korean or,
was he
some
Asian?
shit.
Korean
Yeah.
or-
What's up, Mexican Hanu? Are you on there? Okay.
Hanu.
Let's get
Okay,
Jono.
Jono.
It's pretty straightforward there.
John.
Jono. Okay.
Jono hopped off.
All right,
well,
they froze.
Okay.
Oh.
They froze. I guess their question was about the romper. Where do you answer me?
Can we do the
Jono's
challenge with you? I don't think none of us have done the challenge. So
Yeah, we could do it. Of course.
I've been dying to do
I've
the
been
fucking
really, but I was like,
challenge.
is it weird to ask you to do it? I was like, I don't know if she's gonna want to do it. 'Cause she does it all the
No,
time.
I'm always game.
Okay.
She's always
down.
game, yo.
It's not to the
Can
point
y'all
where
hear me?
Oh yeah, what's up? Now we
Oh,
can hear
there
you,
he
so-
is. What up, John?
Hey.
What's on your mind, buddy?
Shoot. Yeah, I don't know. I got kicked out for some reason, but yeah, I got a question for Atsuko actually regarding social media.
Sure.
Because virality's one kind of aspect of it, but I'm curious as to either one of the what's either the weirdest or the deepest connection you've made just randomly on social media. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with like a person that maybe DM'd me or something.
Just anyway,
Or just a follower, a fan, or whatever, just do social.
Deepest connection. There is a person that comes to all my shows that we're trying to figure out hanging out in person.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, people share very personal stories with me too, like regarding mental health or something, because I talk about my mom on there. Yeah, so stuff like that,
That's always deep, when a fan talks to you about those things or how it got you through it, because you never really realize that, people really connect. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so that's and then like one guy who asked for feet pics. That's pretty intimate, but I don't give it. Yeah,
Did you respond?
I just go ha ha.
It's funny now that like women online, like they're very they make sure they don't share like their feet in the picture now.
Yeah,
because dudes are like specifically looking for that thing,
Or elbows for me.
What?
I'm sure there's an elbow. Yeah,
There's an elbow community.
Elbows are also different.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
I feel like Alex would be in the elbow community. No. He looks like a big elbow guy. He's like, why you always bring it to me? Why?
It's a part of your body you could go without seeing for a month.
Yeah. It is.
I've never
very
seen my
hidden.
elbows. Have you?
No, I haven't seen it in months.
Elbows are very exclusive content. They're more rare than anything.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, you see the bottom of your feet probably every day.
Yeah.
But elbows, I'm
Free the
starting
elbow.
to realize I haven't seen mine in a while. I don't know if there's a scar on it. I don't know if anything. What's yours look
Let's all
like?
take a gander, make sure everything's
Yeah. Well,
Yep, 23 wrinkles. I'm good.
I don't. I can't. Is it darker than the rest of
What?
my
Your
arm?
elbows don't even look
don't have
wrinkled.
any
You look like you
wrinkles?
Botox your elbows.
What?
It's so. It's.
You have
I'm
the-
just saying, elbows are usually
No.
kind of,
We cannot hang out.
How about here?
You got really. Do you moisturize your
very
elbows?
smooth.
What is
Do
it?
you
Yeah,
don't-
they're so
you don't
smooth.
Rest on your elbows, a lot or something?
shoulders on your elbows.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe that's not.
Wow.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Shoot.
You got the porcelain.
Your elbows don't
You
look
have elite,
a year over
elite
21.
elbows.
You got Forever 21 elbows.
Maybe because I don't rest my elbows a lot.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
put weight on it. I don't know.
It's the most Asian part of your body.
A lot-
Doesn't age
Elbows?
at all. Just
A lot
kidding.
of girls when they hold my hand are like, your hands are so soft.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You don't
I-
like that,
Work
right?
today.
When they
it's-
say that?
yeah, because it makes you feel like you haven't done like work in your life.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
exactly what they're saying.
I'm like, I've held microphones my whole life. They're usually soft as fuck. All right, guys.
hilarious.
Well, first of all, Atsuko, thank you so much.
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you for
We love having
me.
you on.
Thanks, John.
Thank
You want to
you.
plug any shows coming up, or so people can catch a show in their city?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just at atskolive.com, so you can see where I'm going to next there.
And she's constantly traveling all around. And you're even doing a tour in Europe, I believe.
Yeah. I'm doing the Edinburgh Fringe Fest, so I'll be in Scotland. Why? I don't know.
incredible.
For 25 days.
awesome.
Do you go where the fans are? Is that how it works with
Yeah.
her? Or is it
I
just
mean,
like you just
yeah.
choose a place
There's
you
a
wanted,
demand
you wanted
usually.
to check
It's a hot
out?
ticket right now.
Edinburgh is like where you go to really. It's like a boot camp before shooting a special, for example, for comedy.
Oh, really?
And so that's because it will be, so this hour will be a special. I think we'll tape it at the end of this year.
Yeah.
So Edinburgh is in August, and so after doing that, it's like, yeah, it's kind of
that's cool.
You also never know where
like
your
the music industry.
huge fan base is. You might go to Scotland. Everybody has the same hair as Atsuko, like in the crowd. You're like, God damn, I got a huge fan base
I would
here.
have never known a place like, you know, where there's castles and shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I have the royal family really
I don't know
likes you.
anything.
I have a big
about
medieval
their-
fan base. Yeah. But Atsuko, check out what's the website again?
AtsukoLive.com.
AtsukoLive.com. You can follow on Instagram, Atsuko Comedy. Yeah,
Excellent.
and thank you guys all. Thanks to my co-host here, and
Yes,
tune
sir.
in next
Thank
week
you.
for another episode of Fun with Dumb. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.